Marvels are releasing a bunch of these What If books, and one of them is What If Scott Had Stayed with Madeline Pryor. Um, I it was I really didn't like it. I really want to talk about it, so that's why I'm here yapping. First off, I'm not saying any of the creative team involved is necessarily bad. It's all pretty well put together. And secondly, I understand that the What If stories are more so for spectacle, but I just want to talk about my issues with this book. I want to say, as a concept, the what if Cyclops had taken responsibility, stayed with Maddie, avoided the whole Goblin Queen issue, and even mind wiping Sinister really opens up a lot of possibilities for the concept. Big fan of it. And the idea of them wanting Nathan to have a normal life, but eventually finding themselves drawn back into the fight for mutant rights and superheroics. Great. However, once Sinister was like, oh, I got fucked over and takes his revenge, I won't show the whole image. It's not a fun one. It's not a fun time. I don't think there's anything wrong with tragedy necessarily, but it has to be paired with something else in order to make the tragedy not feel hollow. We do see a sort of like, we're going dark X-Men and like a worst case scenario where lots of terrible things happen. But accompanying those terrible things is no exploration of what they mean to the characters. It sort of is just like a dashed line to the worst possible conclusion of this terrible, terrible timeline. And the thing is, I understand we only have so many pages. We're kind of rushing this. Again, spectacle. But the fact that there's no real beat where these characters can talk about what happened, explore their emotionality and the actions they're taking. I mean, spoilers for the book, not I'm going to get really into it. There definitely could have been a part where Cyclops realizes he's going down the wrong path after everything that happened, and he has to raise his son to be better. And you can include revolutionary Cyclops. You can include a lot of concepts, but it just felt weightless to me when the conclusion of just the entire Earth being destroyed. It's like, okay, now what? Which is that what the entire book made me feel like. Okay, this is horrible. Now what? Is there ever going to be a turnaround? No, it's just bleak and dark, and it just tasted bitter to me. And perhaps that was the intentionality behind this whole thing. Like, it's bittersweet of what could have been. But as someone who thought Cyclops maybe should have stayed with Maddie or was interested in the possibility of that storyline, it feels like a little bit of a, how dare you think that way? Here's what would have happened if that had gone through. And it feels a little, I don't want to say insulting, but it feels a little belittling. I tried to film this video like 5 times. I'm terrible at speaking, but can we also just talk about why they just sent Jean into space? They're just like, we don't know what to do with Jean. Just send her to space. She'll become Phoenix again. She'll figure it out.